Hey everyone, it's Chris here on another day of the 90-day challenge. It's been a few days since I shot a video, so I'm going to get back into this, especially now that the group is private. I can start posting in there. I just wanted to talk today around the basic achievement process, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, which is the Stuart Lichtman process, Metastory process. I had varying success or failure with this last month. I didn't really commit to it. I probably committed to it and did it solid for 2-3 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, and then just didn't do it. And surprise, surprise, I didn't hit my targets on time. I had a financial target in there, and I had a lead generation, a leads to list target in there too. I did eventually get to the leads target, a couple of weeks later probably, but the financial, the money target never came through. So I'm more focused on that again this month and just getting back into it. I've just done a new meta story around some lead generation, and I found doing a bit of study with Robin Sharma, who's a personal development sort of success specialist, I guess. And one thing that he mentioned that I'm taking into account this month around goal setting is to set mastery goals as opposed to setting financial or different those sorts of targets, setting targets that are mastery oriented in terms of, I guess it makes them more action oriented. It's more something you can do, something you can learn, something you can input in action to create a target, rather than saying I want $1 million. Say I want to learn how to create Facebook ads that are going to generate X number of leads a month, which are then going to give me that financial reward. So that's kind of how I've worded it this month. So I just have a quick look here and show you. This is inverted on my screen, but I'm sure it'll come out properly. So you can see there, my goal is to generate 750 plus leads in June 2014, and then I've just got my meta story written out here, which I'll just read for you. So it's the end of June as I sit down to check my Aweber subscriber list. I'm psyched to see that I've added over 750 new leads this month. My ad campaigns are on fire, they're under budget and converting leads beautifully under $3 each. I'm excited to become even more masterful next month and to see my earnings reach $5,000. Please make this or something better happen for the highest good of me and of all concerned. So a couple points just in there to note, which I added in. I made obviously my goal is 750 leads. So I know that I've set my target that 750 leads is going to generate supposedly X number of apps, X number of silvers, So I know that if I can generate that 750 leads, that's then going to generate the financial reward. Given that the back office, given that my funnel just works, and I'm focusing just on loading my funnel basically. So that's what that 750 goal is. So I've broken that down. So that goal comes from a financial construct that I've then broken down into a task of so 750 comes from 25 a day. If I get 25 a day over 30 days, it's 750 in the month. If I'm generating 750 leads, even at 1-2% conversion, I should be getting 7 to 10 apps a month, up to my black business plan, that conversion should be around 3%. So it should be converting around 3% of leads. So 3% of 750 is about 20 apps a month. And if 20 apps are going, then as you guys know, you work it through the funnel, it's 30% go to silver, 40% of that go to gold, etc., etc. So that's where I'll hit my financial target if I can drive this amount of traffic to my funnel. Another bit that I've put in here specifically is that so I've focused on my campaigns, my Facebook campaigns. They're on fire, they're working really well, they're really well targeted campaigns, they're under budget and they're converting under $3 each. So there's some sub-targets in there as well that I've built into that goal. Number one, my campaigns are working really well, which means I've targeted them really well. My spend is less than what I've been spending, so my target's to get it down to $3 a lead. I'm anywhere from $5 to $10 to $20 a lead at the moment, depending on how well campaigns are running. So my goal is to get that down to $3 per lead, or that I'm generating $3 per lead. And then I've also added in that I'm excited for next month to be more masterful. So I just put that bit around mastery. So it's really about learning how to do something that's going to generate this result. So I'm putting that in so that the goal is about me achieving a level of mastery. So it's me educating myself, learning, trialing, erroring, failing forward and working out how to create a campaign that then will convert at $3 a lead. So that education and learning piece is really important for me to build in. Just for me to know that it's my actions that are going to achieve these results. So that was something different than what I built in last month. The final thing that I worked in today as well, which is really useful. Last month, number one, I typed my meta story out in, I use Evernote for just compiling all my stuff. I typed it out in Evernote, and then I was just reading it off my computer screen and writing down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 every time I ticked these off. Number one, I was wasting a lot of paper just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, writing on paper every day. And I think it's much nicer in this format. Like reading your own handwriting, I think is a lot more powerful. Physically writing it out and then reading that for that basic achievement where you don't have to rewrite it. So there's something on that between 2 to 5 on a difficulty scale. So that feels really nice. And I found today when I started reading, this is the first day today that I've started on this new meta story. I found when I started out, I was not really vibing it. I was like, oh, how's it feeling for me? By about 25, 30 times through it, I was fist pumping. I want this, I got to get this. And my psych level just really increased. It got really amped as I started going through that. And by the time I got to 90, 100, I could physically feel the energy had risen within me. So it just goes to show you, if you have the right meta story that really inspires you, it's nice to get that physical reward of, you feel that energy rising, and you know that that's going to increase the amplitude of the mental output, and it goes out into the universe, and it feels like it's going to come back much more than something that you're not really connected to. So it's nice to have that sort of visceral feedback. That's what I was saying. The last piece, so when I was writing it down, it was all well and good, but I was wasting a lot of paper. Over the weekend, I had a brainwave to find an app. Because, when you go into a club and the dude's got the ticker thing and he ticks people off, I figured there'd probably be an app version of that I could use. So I found one today called Tally Counter, which is just a free app, and literally, I'd show you, but I'm recording on my phone, so I can't. Literally, you just tap it. It's a plus minus, and just as I read through, click, 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 until it gets to 100, and it worked really well. It allowed me just to focus on the reading and not have to stop and write something, and that was what I found as well. When I was physically writing, I'd read, stop, and it was a lot more stop-start. Whereas today, literally just with my thumb, I had my paper and just next to it, my phone, and just click, 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 click. It was really, really a lot easier. So I would definitely recommend it if you can find an app. Tally Counter, I think, is the name of the one that I found. But yeah, it's a really good alternative. So now all I need, I can just walk around with this in my phone, and wherever I am, if it's at home or if I've forgotten to do it in the morning, just wherever I am, I can sit for 20 minutes and just smash it out. So yeah, there's a couple of useful tips on basic achievement process. I'd love to hear your feedback on how you guys run your achievement process and how integral it is to achieving results. I'm really dedicated. I really want these results this month, so I'm going to dedicate myself to doing this every day. And I'll, as I go through, I'll feedback on in these videos how my results are going. Just to finish off, you can see back here. This is in reverse, so it's quite hard to point to. This is just in my office. I've got a few things up on the wall here, and I've got some others on my desk. So these are just sort of my dream board, I guess, I've got the Porsche 911 on the desk here. I've got a beautiful photo of Annapurna where I want to go and do an Annapurna trek. I've got Everest Base Camp, and then up here, you see I've got, I think, the Maldives on the side here. This is rock climbing in Spain, one of the hottest crags in the world. And then I've got Yosemite over here, which is one of my favourite places in the world to go and hang out. So I'm actually ticking one of these off. In 2 days' time, I head here. I'm off to the Maldives on Wednesday. It's Sunday here today. A work day in the Middle East. We work Sunday to Thursday, for those of you that don't know. But yeah, Wednesday, I'm ticking that one off. I'm heading to the Maldives for 4 days. So hopefully I'll have a Stuart Ross-esque story to come back and say I set my campaigns off and I got back home and checked my thing and I had $1 billion in the bank. But no, basically I'll be setting up my autoresponders. I'll be setting up some campaigns. I'll be setting up my Facebook, some posts. I'll be timing everything, timing all of my Facebook ads just to run over that period. So literally while I'm away, I'm going to try and just not touch my computer, really try and experience that digital life of having a business system that runs literally while I'm on the beach doing nothing. So it's going to be quite an interesting test to see how well that works. So probably tomorrow I might do a video about all the things that I've set up to automatically run over that 4-day period, go into a bit of that. And yeah, I'll keep you updated and hopefully I have some really positive results. But today, yeah, basic achievement process. If you're not doing it, do it. From somebody that hasn't been doing it. So, but I do believe that it works. So get amongst it, do it. I'll be doing it. So yeah, I'd love to hear your stories and feedback. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.